Passion. I'm your host, Britt Ivy, and today we have with us actor, musician, Harmonica Bob, Bob Miner. Thank you for joining us, Bob.
Hi, Britt. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. That invisible harmonica popping out of the mouth is a new one.
Changed my life.
You and my friend Gail Wilson and your harmonica talents are amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
Delightful artist, she.
She is.
Uh-huh.
She's a wonderful lady.
Yeah, she is.
And thank you for coming on Passion today.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, what a treat to be here.
Yeah.
I like you real good.
Well, thanks. We've got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we've got some action today.
We really do.
Yeah.
Did you have another harmonica segment for us?
Oh, well, I've always got one of those if
All
you
right.
want it. Just a thought. You know,
Just a thought.
just a thought.
How many of those harmonicas do you have?
Oh, well, I typically have 42 in my performance set.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You come in with your little attaché case. And
Yeah, that's
we
what
opened
it
that up
takes.
and I thought, wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Thank you.
Good. And you can play all 42 of them?
Yeah, but only 4 or so at a time.
Okay. All right.
So
All
thanks
right.
for asking me to be on the show. I really appreciate
you're
it.
welcome.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I could get you scheduled in and get on your schedule. You've got a lot going on with rehearsals. You are one of Camelot Theater's lead actors in many of their productions, and
Yes.
today we're going to share with the audience
Yes.
3 of them.
Yes, we will. And this year I'm taking time off from Camelot because I have other projects in the works.
Good.
And but I love Camelot Theater, and I love the folks that I get to work with there.
Yeah, quality people.
Quality people, and I am looking forward to going back to do some more shows at Camelot.
Wonderful.
In next year, yeah.
Great, great. Well, I have not been in the new theater yet. So what is it like to act in the new Camelot Theater?
Well, the new theater is wonderful. We have a beautiful space. We have good dressing rooms, and it's very comfortable for the audiences as well as the actors. I really do love
Good
that.
to know. I can't wait.
And you know, in the old theater, we had a kind of intimacy that was unique. And in the new theater, they've been able to maintain that type of intimacy even though we have 60 more seats and it's a bigger,
great.
more comfortable space. But we are able to maintain it. But we did wonderful work in the old theater.
Yes, you did.
Now-
I saw many performances there.
Yeah. Now, one of the main thing though that's steady between the old theater and the new theater is the quality of the people that we get to work with at Camelot. Now, sometimes folks get together and we end up only doing one show with each other, and at other times we associate for years. And
Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing, but the camaraderie, the bonding, the sense of putting yourself on the line with your co-creators is just very precious. I'd love to share a clip
What a
with you
blessing.
today.
Yes.
It is a blessing. It's an
Really is
amazing
a
blessing.
blessing.
I'd love to share a clip with you
Okay.
today of a scene that came from Rags.
Okay.
And Rags is an amazing story about, you know, where Fiddler on the Roof left off with all the people leaving their homes from the persecutions in Russia, you know.
Okay.
The Rags story picks up on board a ship from a family of that territory.
I see.
Jewish
okay.
family,
Okay.
and then follows their story into the difficult situations in New York City in the garment district and such as that.
Okay.
Very powerful story. It deals with the Triangle Fire and other things. Marvelous piece of work. And in that show, I got to perform with an actor-singer named Kathleen Kellenbeck. And we did a song together called 3 Sunny Rooms. She plays a character named Rachel.
Oh,
and
yes.
I played Avram
Yes.
Cohen. So,
Yes.
oh, by the way, this clip starts with a bit of the drama and then goes into the song Three Sunny Rooms. In the dramatic part, we have Megan McCandless, a very fine actor from Ashland, young actor, and Rose Passion, another young actor. Excellent, and then we move from there into Three Sunny Rooms.
Wonderful.
So
Okay.
if we could roll
Sure.
that clip now.
Rose Passion and Don Matthews will be.
Rebecca's going to help me get a job in a shop.
Rebecca, stop it. Stop making trouble for my Bella.
No, she's not, Papa. She's just
Who
trying.
knows what can happen to you in such a strange place? Bella, I am telling you, go home.
Papa, I'm not a baby anymore. I can take care of myself, and I'm going.
She'll be all right, Avram.
Rebecca, I told you stay out of my daughter's life.
I'll see you tonight, Papa.
Rebecca, I will never forgive you for this.
Young girls ain't easy, Avram. You got ideas? They got ideas too.
Oh, it's hard to raise a daughter.
For a man,
Yeah, especially here.
maybe you need help with her. You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
I'll say it straight out. I like you. I won't say anymore. I was a good wife to my husband all those years. I won't say anymore. A girl her age, she needs a mother, you know what I'm saying?
I think so.
Then I won't say anymore. Have I mentioned that I raised a daughter?
I think so.
Then I won't say anymore. Look how nice we talk together. Look, such interesting discussion, such a sense of give and take. You think?
I guess.
And since you've got all these problems and since I've got all these answers, what a perfect pair they'd make. You think?
I guess.
There you see, these talks, what thoughts they start within you. Oh, if we could only find a place, they might continue. Three sunny rooms facing the street. Lucky my landlord could spare them. Three sunny rooms, quiet and neat, waiting for someone to share them. Lace on the chair, quilt on the bed, everything lovely but lonely. That's how it is when you're only one, like me, in my three sunny rooms. One is nothing, two is everything, not just for me, but for everyone. A man like you, he needs a woman, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so.
Then I won't say anymore. Have you noticed I have certain features?
I think so.
Then I won't say anymore. But then anyway, how could I with these constant interruptions, always people in between? Am I right?
I guess.
But I'm saying is,
Excuse me for the apples.
Penny, eat yours, this for fun. See what I mean? Am I right?
I guess.
There you heard, you know the space I've got to fill. Not one word you've said, and now I guess you never will.
Three sunny rooms facing the street.
Only last year they were painted.
One room to sit, one room to eat.
One to get better acquainted. Who could believe heaven like this for 14 a month could be rented? Who could believe how contented who could be in their three sunny rooms? What would compete? Bless my
that could smother. Goodbye, thank God, to my brother. Hello to keeping each other company in our three sunny rooms.
A kiss to the hand. So, Bob, what do you prefer, acting or singing? It's just your
you.
talent in both areas is
Thank you.
really fun to watch.
Thank you. I love it all. I can't separate them. I'd feel fractured inside myself if I did. So I very much like all of it.
That's wonderful. You have actors that can't sing and singers that can't act, and you can do both.
Well, I'm grateful, and,
Yeah.
and I'm grateful for the opportunity to work with such fine people.
Oh, yes.
And we have that in this valley.
We do.
Yeah.
There's so much talent in
It's
this
true.
valley.
I am always inspired by the company I
Yeah.
get to keep here.
Yeah, I understand. I feel the same.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
So you're taking a year off
From theater.
from theater,
Yes.
and why don't you share with us some of your reasons
Okay.
and your projects and
Yeah,
why you're taking that year
thank
off?
you, thank you. Well, of course, I'm busy as Harmonica Bob. You know, we have events in multiple states each year as Harmonica Bob. I do the Harmonica Festival in Yellow Pine, Idaho. That's
how fun.
The International Harmonica Festival last year at Dallas and this year in St. Louis.
Congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
remember you going to Texas.
Yes, and we
Okay.
do shows down there in Texas, and we do shows and events and workshops. I teach singing, and I
Right.
teach singing to actors.
Yes.
And we work with folks in Utah and Moab and various places you see along the tour, as well as do performances. So that's a great pleasure. And also, I'm working on a one-man show. I'm inspired right now
Oh, exciting.
by Abraham Lincoln's political stance. I've gotten very interested in political situations lately. And actually more
Wonderful.
than just lately. It's been long coming. But what I've done in my own mind and heart lately is commit myself to using my talents in ways to help myself and others wake up to the political situations in our country.
Amazing.
And I find the words of Abraham Lincoln, his speeches, very directly address the same kinds of issues we have now. Now,
This is true.
these
This is
issues
true.
have paralleled since the very beginning. For example, in 1776, when we crafted the Declaration of Independence in America, when our founding fathers did that, we were at odds with the political and economic interests in England. So it was profits versus the rights of we the people. And in Lincoln's time,
That certainly played into it.
it was profits versus the rights of humanity. And in our era, it's the same, profits and corporate profits versus the rights of humanity and the rights of living, of life itself on this planet.
And sometimes power versus the rights of humanity.
Yes,
Not
yeah.
always financial power, but sometimes power.
Agreed. Power and profits seem to be somehow
Associated.
Very associated, yes, that's right.
Now, not to get off the subject, did you see Lincoln the film?
Oh, absolutely. And,
That was amazing.
and I know better than to try to live up to Daniel Day-Lewis's rendering. He's a genius. And he worked for over a year on the character before going into the film,
Yes,
I've heard.
yes.
So, and I know what kind of work it takes. It's easy for me to get certain aspects of Lincoln when I'm doing, say, Gettysburg Address. But other parts really take, when he's talking in 1858 about how slavery was ready to encroach on the North, then that's subtle, it's challenging.
Right. It was
So,
amazing.
Now, that ties in, with what we did in the show 1776.
At Camelot?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, in that show, I played Edward Rutledge. And Edward Rutledge is a principal person that kept the anti-slavery language out of the Declaration of Independence. So I'm portraying a character who held different views than I personally do.
And how was that for you?
Marvelous.
Oh,
I always
wonderful.
like to be challenged in that way.
Right, to see the other side. And you know, it's interesting how many Americans believed that the Democrats were instrumental in ending slavery when
Isn't
it
that
was the
interesting?
Republicans.
Yeah,
Isn't
right.
that amazing?
Well, it was the Republicans at the time. But
That's
right
correct.
now, if we look at the two parties, they basically have changed roles.
Well,
So
let's not go there.
Yeah.
So,
But Lincoln's positions, you see, were positions that I agree with.
right.
And I'm not going to go one way or another in terms of Republican parties. I'm just observing data. But what I do see is that from the beginning, we've had this thread running. And this thread is present with us right now. But this clip that I brought in from 1776 is an intense performance of me doing Molasses to Rum. And in that song, Edward Rutledge's character is pointing out to the people in the North that it's not a Southern issue, that
Right.
in fact it's a Northern issue too.
Right.
The economy of the North with shipping and rope making and all of the thousands of jobs related to those were tied in directly to the slave trade. And in this song, Edward Rutledge points that out to the North.
Wonderful. Well, I think we are about ready to go to clip number 2 from 1776.
This is called Molasses to Rum.
Molasses to Rum. Thank you.
Molasses to rum to slaves. Oh, what a beautiful waltz. You dance with us, we dance with you in molasses and rum and slaves. Who sail the ships out of Boston, laden with Bibles and rum? Who drinks a toast to the Ivory Coast? Hail Africa, the slavers have gone. New England with Bibles and rum. Then it's off with the rum and the Bibles. Take on the slaves, clink, clink. Then hail and farewell to the smell of the African coast. Molasses to rum to slaves. 'Tis in morals, 'tis money that saves. Shall we dance to the sound of the profitable pound in molasses and rum and slaves? Who sail the ships out of Guinea, laden with Bibles and slaves? 'Tis Boston who can boast to the West Indies host. Jamaica we brought what he craves. Antigua, Barbados, we brought Bibles and slaves. Gentlemen, you mustn't think our northern friends merely see our slaves as figures on a ledger. Oh, no, sir. They see them as figures on the block. Notice the faces at the auctions, gentlemen. White faces on the African wars. Put them in the ships. Crab them in the ships. Stuff them in the ships. Hurry, gentlemen, hurry. Let the auction begin. Gentlemen, do you hear? That's the cry of the auctioneer! Slaves, gentlemen, black gold, living gold, gold from to Boston, laden with gold, see it gleam, whose fortunes are made in the triangle trade. Hail slavery, the New England dream. Mr. Adams, I give you a toast. Hail Boston! Hail Charleston! Oh, stinketh no
Amazing.
Thank
so
you.
I don't know anyone else who is the master of volume such as you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I've benefited from your voice lessons before, and
Thank
you
you.
have a control of volume and projection that is truly amazing. I'm wondering
you.
why you didn't go into opera.
Well, I was trained in opera, but you know, it's not as much fun for
The
me
truth
personally.
comes out. Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I love other styles of music as well. I appreciate opera, but
Great.
yeah, love it all.
Well, we are going to show the audience a clip from Shenandoah, and that's going to be called It's a Boy.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, I just want to thank you for being an American who's decided not to sit home and complain and judge without contributing.
Thank
and
you.
you have decided to just contribute, to get out
Thank
and
you.
to be
Thank
a
you.
part of a solution rather than
Yes.
the problem.
And to appreciate all of the good, and to awaken ourselves to what's going on, and to choose what we really want.
Right.
And that's what we, the people, have the right to
Right.
do.
And the great work that's being done on both sides of the aisles, and the great work that's being done in local communities. And it's just an amazing thing. Thank you.
You're
Bob.
very welcome.
Thank
I
you.
do believe in this think globally and act locally.
Yes,
And so,
wonderful.
yeah, so I'm available
Right.
for people that,
Yeah.
that are organizing for their political intentions, if I agree with them.
Right. I
Thank you.
understand that.
Yeah,
Me as well. Myself included. My dad's name was Benjamin Franklin Ivy III, and he used to say, you can complain or you can contribute.
Thank you.
But if you don't contribute, you don't have a right to complain. So
Bravo.
maybe you don't need the United States of America to be your home.
Yeah,
In other
well,
words, if
but here we are.
complain or move. I don't know. Anyway, don't complain. Contribute or move.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyway.
So
thanks.
contributing is more fun anyway.
It is.
I've
It's a
complained,
joy.
you know, I
There's-
certainly have complained, and I find that that doesn't work out so well. I'd rather play, sing, and contribute in some way.
Right, and there's so many wonderful people out
Yeah.
there contributing too,
Yeah.
locally.
And in terms of local, I just wanted to mention this. There's a lot of really great people in this next clip. It's a boy from
Great.
Shenandoah.
Thank
By
you.
the way, Shenandoah deals with the same thing, only it's a story that happens during the Civil War.
Thank you for bringing that in.
Yes, and a man's attempt to keep his sons and his family out of the war. And he's in the Shenandoah Valley in Virginia. So
Right.
it's a wonderful, powerful story.
Excellent.
And in the story, one of my sons and his wife are having a baby. And
Congratulations.
this is Charlie Anderson is the character I'm playing. And the clip is called It's a Boy. It's a song from the show called It's a Boy. There's a young man named Dylan Taylor who at that time, and it goes by very quickly, but right in the middle of the clip, the guy does a backflip, so watch out.
Oh
for
my
that.
goodness, okay,
Great.
great. All right, so here we go. Shenandoah, It's a Boy.
While you wager here where bridges, I'm gonna holler, it's a boy. I got a buck on boots and breeches, $1 silver, it's a boy. Figures to be a he will welcome, I've got a notion, it's a boy. Figures to be like me, Lord help him. What a commotion, what a joy. I give life to my son James, then he to somebody else. It makes a man feel immortal, like God Almighty himself. Pick out a perfect song for humming. How do you whistle? It's a boy. Sing out a hymn for him that's coming. There's no doubt that I'll be shouting. It's a boy. some biking on me, Bob. Well, pour me a drink. My head is spinning. I gotta celebrate a girl. Ooh.